Hi, it's Jan from Twink Stampin'. I'm an independent UK demonstrator. I've come along today to show you a little project, a little card that I've made this morning, and I thought I'd share with you how I made it. It's so beautiful. I've used, I don't possess re-inkers, so I've used my ink pad to create the background here. On watercolour card. So I'm going to show you how I did this. Okay, let's get started. So I cut myself a piece of a watercolour card which measures, if I can lay my hands on it, I seem to have put it down somewhere. Here it is. I got myself a spare piece just in case. This piece measures 12 by 8 centimetres. Okay, I'm going to sit down for doing this, I think. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to wet my card first. These are the new water painters from Stampin'Up. I've not really used them very much yet. I'm actually just going to dip mine in water for now, because I can't be bothered to go and fill it up. I'm just lazy. So I'm really watering my card. Lots of water on my card. Okay. Right, the colours I've used for this particular card is Blushing Bride, So Saffron, Pool Party, and Soft Seafoam. Oh, it's given us the really lovely pale colours that you can just about see. And you can also see that I have completely coloured in Stella. Now, all I do is I push on the lid of the ink pads. It works with both types of ink pad. Get myself a water brush out. Then I'm just going to get lots of ink. Just making little blobs. I'm sure there's a much more technical way of doing this, but this is how I created my card. I need to wet it a bit more. You can go over it, it's fine. So I'm going to leave it there for the pink. Just wipe the brush. Whoops. And I used... These are, by the way, my favourite colours. I love subtle colours. And I especially love these ones. Again, it's not very wet, but I'm not very good at random, as you know. I'm sure it'll all work out at the end. Okay, give my brush a bit of a clean. Put that to one side, then we're going to use the Pool Party, which I've grabbed the wrong part. Just give it a bit of a press, and it actually lays down the ink inside the ink pad. I don't want too much blue because I want it to stay really soft. Just going to water that down a bit. So I'm sure there's a easier way of doing this, but I just thought I'd give it a little bit of a play and see how I got on. And I was quite pleased with the results of my card, so I thought I'd just quickly share it with you. And last of all, I'm going to use the soft seafoam. Now, you don't really see very much of this. Really water it down. See the beautiful colours. Right, that is as far as I am going to go with that. That to one side. Right, now I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I'll try and let it dry as much as I can naturally. If it takes too long, then I'm going to have to use the heat gun. But we'll be getting on with other things for a minute. Not sure what all these little bits, I presume they're bits in the card. Oh no, I can actually get them up. I think they're just bits that have attached themselves to the brush or the ink pad. Get off. I'm picky, aren't I? Come on, get off. They're like bits of fibre. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that to one side now. And I'm going to do some stamping. And I'm going to I'm going to put it over here. Get it out of the way. I'm going to stamp the, I think I better get a bit of tissue there to wipe my table down with. It's better. Okay. I'm going to stamp up the birds. Love these birds. I loved the DSP that went with them, which unfortunately has been retired, but I do love this stamp set, absolutely, which is called Free as a Bird, and I believe this one is still available in your catalogue. Right, already put it on my block. I'm going to be using Smoky Slate because it's not too harsh. I was going to use my black ink and clear emboss it, but I wanted it quite subtle. As I say, using the black embossing is quite sharp, quite harsh, and being as it was all soft colours, I thought I might as well stick with it. Okay. Oh no. So I'm going to go set about colouring this now. I used one of the pencils from Stampin'Up. It's part of a set, the Early Espresso. Excuse me, I had to say a drink. Early Espresso. I'm using the pencil. I'm using Light Flirty Flamingo, Light Petal Pink, Ivory, and Light Old Olive to colour it all in. And I'm going to use the pencil just for the branch. I'll try and be as quick as I can. I know it's not great fun watching somebody else doing all the colouring. I'm going to use my blender pen just to move that so it takes away the harsh lines of the pencil, because pencils do leave lines. Okay, so that is that. So I like things to be nice and quick. I'm going to use the ivory now, just to do where it's already shaded by the stamp. just going to put this down. I don't know where you are, but it's a cold, wet, miserable day today, and I'm quite pleased I'm out here in my studio. Been getting kits ready for my August monthly kits. If anybody would like an August kit, go across onto my blog and there'll be details on there. The light petal pink I'm going to just use for all over his body, all over their body. Originally I was going to do it just this colour, but I found it just a little bit too light. Look at all that wind, it's howling out there. I'm not a colourist at all, so just quickly run over this. With my light flirty flamingo. So these may not be the colours that you would choose. Just gonna do the beaks. That's that. I think I used just Flirty Flamingo for the flowers too. Yes, I did. Again, because it's nice and light pink. And I wanted to use, I say, I've hardly ever work in pink. And just lately I've used loads of pink. And then last but not least, I shall be using the old olive to just quickly do my leaves. Unfortunately, you've got to sit and watch me cut this out now. Again, unfortunately, we don't have a die to cut this out. I don't have a die. Nearly there. There we go. Right, I'm going to cut that out now. It's a little bit time consuming. It is very time consuming. And I didn't particularly enjoy doing it either. Normally I don't mind fussy cutting, but the little leaves, I didn't go right in everywhere. See, it is quite fiddly. I suspect that some people would probably just go round it. I can't do that. So I can't go in every single little gap. I would be here for years if I did. Not years, you know what I mean. Got some nice cards lined up for your kits. I'm sure you are going to love them. I think this was the bit I didn't enjoy because it's quite fiddly. I only don't want to cut that off. There we go. Got past that bit. Stop holding my breath now. I think it's typical, the start of the school summer holidays. Weather always changes. Mind you, kids have been off now for a very long time, since March. So I suppose one day rolls into another. Don't suppose they've even noticed that it's the school holidays. I mean, some children would have done, because there's been lots of children from who are whose parents are care workers or nurses or anyone who has been keeping the country running. Their children have been at school. I'm sorry, I perhaps should have cut another one out, but I wanted you to see how it is. Say if you didn't want to go cut right in, you could just go around the edge. But I do think it gives it a bit of dimension if you can be bothered to cut it out. Oops, flew off out there. Not too much left to do now. Going around the birds is easier than going around these horrible little flowers and the stems. Just hoping I don't chop anything off, because I actually haven't got another one ready in case. Try and get that beak. There we go. Not too much longer. I suppose I'm going to be starting my Christmas card making and project making very soon. The August launch of the mini autumn winter catalogue starts on, or goes live on, the 4th of August with lots and lots of lovely products that you can get your hands on. I'm looking forward to putting in another order. Mind you, I've got to put a lot of my stamp sets on sale, my retired ones, because I am running out of space in my studio to put any new ones. I think we all suffer with that problem at times. I hear that some people keep all of theirs. I used to think like that, but not anymore. say I'm running out of space in my studio, and I don't think my husband had put an extension on for me, so it's going to be scaled down a bit in here. Right, I'm just going to throw away the rubbish, and that's it. That is the birds all now cut out. Sorry that's taken me so long to do. So right, back to stamping. I'm going to now stamp my sentiment from the Gorgeous Poses again, celebrating your day. I'm going to use, and that is going to go on a label which is from the Ornate Frames dies, and it is this one here. Okay, let's hope I get it straight, otherwise I'll be cutting another one out. I've already put it on my block, and again I'm going to use Smoky Slate because it's nice and soft colour now that I'm using these soft subtle colours. Don't want to spoil it. Okay, please be straight. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that's that, and that's that. So that is going to go onto our card. So you're going to need a new card blank, which is the normal. I didn't mean to say new, I meant to say normal card blank sizes, which is 14.8 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. Okay, so it's 14.8 by 10.5. So it's 14.8 by 21, and then you score at 10.5. That was about face, wasn't it? And a piece of Blushing Bride I've got there, and that is 12.5 by 8.5. Okay, so let's bring back our piece of card. Now it is still a little bit damp, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my Wink of Stella across it, and then I am going to just quickly heat it up with the heat gun. I know you probably think this is quite excessive, but I love it. I've had to order a new one because this one is running out rapidly, and you can understand why when I do things like this. I just love the look it has. I mean, I could have used my spray actually. Perhaps would have been a bit more cost effective to have used my spray. And you can just see, let's get the other one out, just to move it a bit. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to quickly run over and use my heat gun just to quickly dry it off a bit, because if you noticed on this one I have actually embossed it after I've Winked of Stella. So I'm just going to pop over to my hot gun. I won't be a minute. Just grabbing myself a quick drink while I'm here. I would imagine if you tried to emboss this, if it was wet, it would actually tear it, I would have thought. So now I've got to emboss it using the embossing folder, which is the you've seen me use this loads of times now. The wrapped in texture embossing folders. It's where it comes 2 in a pack. This one's the dotty one. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, here. They're called mini. These are the mini ones to go in the small embossing machine when it is available. I'm just going to run this through my embossing machine, my Big Shot. Oops. Oh, it's lovely, 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 lovely. There you go. It just looks gorgeous. Lovely colours. That is going to sit on there. Okay, let's put some glue on. If I can find my Tombow. There we go. Clean it up first. I could actually try my stamp and seal, but I don't think I've got any left. No, I haven't got any left, have I? I'm not wasting any Stampin' Seal Plus, because that is silly. Need that for nice boxes and things. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to work out which way I want it now. Whether I want it that way, whether I want it that way. Quite like it that way. Let's have another look. Oh, that way's quite nice too, isn't it? Can't make a decision. No, I think I like it that way. I'm going to have it that way. So I'm going to place this now onto here. Again, using Tombow. You can use whatever glue you wish. Whether you want to use your Stampin' Seal or double-sided. I know a lot of people like double-sided tape. I don't get on with it very well. I think that's wonky. Not sure if that's straight or not. There we go. That'll do. Well, these are going to go on with little pads. I only put 3 on there. 1, 2. And these are the mini, little mini dimensionals. Don't need to waste your big ones. That just sits on there. This I laid down flat. I didn't think it needed to go on pads. You can put yours on pads if you wish. Way too much glue there. That's going to sit. I don't want to cover up all my beautiful colours. Oops. So that's that. And then I used the Elegant Faceted Gems again. Almost out of these now. Be getting myself some new ones. Need my pick wherever that's gone. There it is. Which one shall I use? I think I'll use the smaller ones. And I'll pop one, whoop, and about there. No, about there. One down here. And one. It's not going to come out. Down here. And there you have it. That is my card for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me make that. With the lovely background. It looks so much better in real life. I wish you could see it. Can you see the sparkle? Say it looks lovely in real life. There you go. That one I obviously did a bit more wash on it. Perhaps I hurried this a bit, you know, because that's quite blobby. But I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy. And I just wanted to show you how easy it was to do it. You know, even if you don't have the re-inkers, you can actually still use watercolour card and lay the ink on it. That's the way I've done it anyway. I'm sure other people have perhaps got other ideas of how they can do it. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and watching me make these two cards. Remember, all my details are down below. All the products I've used are down below. My blog, which is www.twinkstampinalloneword.co.uk. We'll have all the details of my monthly kit classes and my product-based classes and my project kit classes. My online shop is down there if you wish to purchase any of the products from me. Unfortunately, I cannot send to international ladies, but anybody from the UK or Europe, if they want to buy from me, I'll happily help you. Yeah, so stop waffling, and thanks again for stopping by. Bye bye now.